Jabori's expression softened, and he stepped aside, allowing Kisi to enter. The hut was dimly lit, filled with shelves of jars and bundles of dried herbs. In the center, a small altar flickered with candlelight. Kisi, you know the path you are asking to walk is dangerous, Jabori said, his voice low. I don't care, Kisi replied, her voice trembling with anger. I want him to suffer. Jabori studied his daughter for a moment, then nodded. Very well. But know this, Kisi, dark magic comes with a price. Once you start down this path, there is no turning back. Kisi nodded, her resolve unshaken. I'm ready, father. Jabori began to prepare a ritual, gathering ingredients and chanting incantations. He handed Kisi a small calabash filled with a mysterious potion. Drink this, and call Boju's name 3 times. Your wish will be granted. Kisi took the calabash, her hands shaking. She drank the potion, the bitter liquid burning her throat. With a deep breath, she called Boju's name 3 times, feeling a strange energy course through her body. As the ritual ended, Jabori looked at his daughter with a mix of pride and concern. Remember, Kisi, this power is not to be taken lightly. Use it wisely. Kisi nodded, a sense of determination filling her heart. She left her father's hut, feeling a new strength within her. The next morning, she learned that Boju had fallen ill, suffering from a mysterious ailment that left him bedridden. While part of her felt satisfaction, another part of her felt uneasy. She had crossed a line, and there was no going back. The darkness had taken root, and she knew that her life would never be the same again. As Kisi dealt with her newfound power and the consequences of her actions, N'Dala found herself in a dilemma of her own. She had been spending more time with Prince Aid, and their relationship was blossoming. However, the rumors about Kisi and her father's dark magic continued to swirl around the village. One afternoon, as N'Dala walked through the market, she overheard a group of women gossiping about Kisi. Their words stung, and N'Dala felt a surge of anger and protectiveness for her friend. Did you hear about Kisi's father? They say he's a sorcerer, one woman whispered. And now Kisi is following in his footsteps, another added. I heard she cursed that boy, Boju. He's been sick ever since they broke up. N'Dala couldn't take it anymore. She stepped forward, her voice firm. You don't know Kisi like I do. She's a good person, and you should be ashamed of spreading such lies. The women looked taken aback, murmuring apologies before dispersing. N'Dala's heart pounded as she walked away, but she couldn't shake the unease she felt. She knew she had to talk to Kisi about the rumors and find out the truth. That evening, N'Dala met Kisi at the weaving shop. She hesitated for a moment, then spoke. Kisi, I've been hearing things about you and your father. People are saying that you used dark magic to curse Boju. Kisi's eyes flashed with anger and pain. N'Dala, I didn't curse him. I wanted him to feel the pain he caused me. I asked my father for help, and he performed a ritual. N'Dala's heart sank. Kisi, this is dangerous. You don't know what kind of consequences this could have. Kisi's expression softened, and she sighed. I know, N'Dala. But I was so hurt, and I didn't know what else to do. Please, don't judge me. N'Dala reached out, taking Kisi's hand. I'm not judging you, Kisi. I just want you to be safe. Promise me you won't use dark magic again. Kisi nodded, her eyes filled with tears. I promise, N'Dala. I don't want to lose you as a friend. N'Dala hugged Kisi, relief washing over her. Despite the dark path Kisi had begun to walk, N'Dala was determined to stand by her friend and help her find her way back to the light. As the days passed, N'Dala focused on her relationship with Prince Aid, hoping to build a future filled with love and happiness. But the shadows of the past lingered, and she knew that the journey ahead would be fraught with challenges and difficult choices. And N'Dala and Prince Aid's relationship flourished. The prince's admiration for N'Dala grew stronger, and he was increasingly convinced that she was the perfect partner to stand by his side as the future queen. Despite the ongoing rumors and village gossip, their bond remained unshaken. One evening, as they strolled through the royal gardens, Aid stopped and took N'Dala's hands in his. N'Dala, you have brought so much joy and love into my life. I can't imagine a future without you. Will you marry me? N'Dala's heart swelled with happiness. Yes, Aid, I will marry you. The news of their engagement spread quickly through N'Dala, filling the villagers with excitement and hope. The kingdom celebrated the union of their beloved prince and the beautiful, kind-hearted N'Dala. However, amidst the celebrations, N'Dala's thoughts often drifted to Kisi. She knew her friend was still struggling with her feelings and the dark path she had briefly ventured onto. N'Dala decided it was time to help Kisi find a new beginning as well. N'Dala, you should invite Kisi to the palace, Aid suggested one evening. Perhaps she can find peace and purpose here. N'Dala agreed, and the next day she visited Kisi at the weaving shop. Kisi, Aid, and I would like you to come to the palace. There are many opportunities there, and I believe it could be a fresh start for you. Kisi looked uncertain but touched by the offer. Do you really think I could find a new beginning there, N'Dala? N'Dala smiled warmly. I do, Kisi. You are strong and talented. The palace could be just what you need to heal and move forward. After some thought, Kisi agreed. She packed her belongings and joined N'Dala at the palace. The transition was not easy, but with N'Dala's support and the welcoming atmosphere of the palace, Kisi began to find her place. As Kisi settled into palace life, she took on the role of a royal weaver, her skills greatly admired by everyone. She worked diligently, creating beautiful tapestries and garments that adorned the palace halls. The work kept her occupied, but she couldn't completely escape the shadows of her past. One evening, as Kisi was finishing a particularly intricate tapestry, she felt a presence behind her. She turned to find Jabori standing in the doorway. His eyes were filled with concern. Father, what are you doing here? Kisi asked, surprised and slightly apprehensive. Jabori stepped inside, his expression serious. Kisi, I came to warn you. The power you tapped into is not easily forgotten. It can still reach you, even here. Kisi's heart pounded. What do you mean? I haven't used dark magic since that night. Jabori sighed. The energy you unleashed has a way of lingering. You must be careful, Kisi. Stay close to N'Dala and her light. It will help protect you. Kisi nodded, feeling a chill run down her spine. I will, Father. Thank you for the warning. After Jabori left, Kisi couldn't shake the feeling of unease. She decided to confide in N'Dala, who listened attentively. N'Dala, my father visited me. He warned that the dark energy might still be around, Kisi said, her voice trembling. N'Dala placed a comforting hand on Kisi's shoulder. We'll get through this together, Kisi. Remember, you have a new beginning here. The light will always outshine the darkness. Despite N'Dala's reassurance, Kisi remained on edge. She started to notice small, unsettling occurrences, a flickering candle, whispers in the night, and shadows that seemed to move on their own. She tried to brush them off, but the fear lingered. While N'Dala and Kisi navigated their respective challenges, Prince Aid found himself haunted by his own past. He had always been a just and kind leader, but there were secrets he had kept hidden, even from N'Dala. As their wedding day approached, he knew he had to confront these shadows. One evening, Aid invited N'Dala to a quiet corner of the palace gardens. He held her hands, his expression serious. N'Dala, there is something I need to tell you about my past. N'Dala looked at him with concern. What is it, Aid? Aid took a deep breath. Years ago, before I met you, I had a close friend named Duma. We grew up together, but as we got older, we took different paths. Duma became involved in dark practices, much like what Kisi faced. I tried to save him, but he refused to listen. One night, he attempted to use dark magic to take the throne. I had no choice but to stop him, and in the process, he was banished from the kingdom. N'Dala listened intently, her heart aching for Aid. I'm so sorry, Aid. That must have been incredibly difficult.
Thank you for watching our channel. To continue watching this story, kindly click on the link below and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting stories like this.